Yo, it's your boy Big Val P, and I'm back with another video. And oh yeah, tonight I ain't gonna be on here long, but I ain't gonna steer you wrong. You feel me? I ain't gonna be on here long, but I ain't coming to steer you wrong. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that share button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Sub to the channel. Another be the first one in here tonight. What's up with it do? But y'all already know I ain't come on here long and I ain't come on here to steer you wrong. You hear me? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Y'all already seen the title of this live. Jimmy G, you know you done fucked up. You hear me? Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Shout out to Miss Lady T. Miss Lady T finally put out a video and I went over there and I watched it and I said, this ain't the type of tea I like. It's over for you. I'm gonna get dead in on Jimmy G. You hear me? Dexter do it all. What's up, hometown? Hometown family. What up with it, Dexter? Yes, Lord, boy. Good to see some of your hometown people up in your chat. You know what I'm saying? You hear me? Yes, Lord. Oh, Jimmy G. Y'all already know I'm finna go to town on Big Jimmy. They call him Big Jimmy. Man, look at here, look at here, look at here. If y'all like country, y'all like farming, y'all like old country living, man, y'all go over there to my boy Dexter. Do it all, man. Go there and subscribe to him, man. Trail ride, mud riding, all that good stuff, all that good country living. You know, time to cut corn. See what I'm saying? Over there, good country living, good country living. Hey, Dexter. I was gonna hit you up because I was watching one of your videos. You were looking for automatic grease gun. I'm not sure when I'm coming that way, but I might be coming that way soon. I might have a air pressure one. You know, you had to plug it up to the air, but it's automatic though. I might have you one and bring it down there to you, man, so you can get out of that bind. You ain't gotta squeeze that old handle. You know what I'm saying? Yo. What's up, love yourself? Oh yeah, Jimmy G. Somebody caught Jimmy G slipping. Somebody caught Jimmy G slipping, and I don't know if it's an old video. Hey Dexter, I'ma show it to you. I'ma inbox you and show it to you. And if you want it, I'ma bring it to you. Oh, look at this. Small world. Small world. Love yourself. Say, Dexter, do it all. My son be watching your channel. You know what I'm saying? My boy be on them four-wheelers, mud riding, you know, driving him and his old lady, him and his wife. They be driving trucks together. I mean, Dexter do it. Dexter do it all. You might see him in the truck, on a backhoe, on a tractor hoe, on a bulldozer, on a horse, on a four-wheeler, on a lawnmower. Yes, I plan on coming to the ride this month, right? I plan on coming down this month. I missed the last one y'all had. It was real big, the bonfire, all that. I missed it, man. But I be trying to get down there when I can get down in that old country living. But y'all see, and y'all know why we here to address Jim Derogatis. So I just want to understand. I'm trying to understand what part of this. I'm trying to understand what part of his statement. Miss Lady T, thank you so much for recording Jim, the 16th and 17th. I bet, Dexter. I'm gonna put that on the calendar. The 16th and the 17th. I'm writing that down right now on my notes. Okay, yeah. See, that what Dexter do. Dexter play with them four-wheelers, man. He got some toy. Miss Lady T, you came through for me this time, Miss Lady T. I gotta give you credit. You was creeping around on these YouTube streets and you ran into the right thing. And we gonna take it. And we gonna sit here. I wish I could play but I don't have it. I don't have another device to play it. To play it, Miss Lady T, do you got one device or two devices, Miss Lady T? Do you got one device or two devices? Because I want people to hear what this dude is saying. I wrote it down, but I want people to hear what this dude is saying. Anybody in the chat got a secondary device that can come on the panel and go to Miss Lady T channel and play the video of Big Jimmy. Big Jimmy. What's up, Ann? What's up, Miss Ann? What's up, Miss V White? Hey, y'all, look, all the merchandise is in the midst of being produced. You know, everything is being produced right now. You got your phone and you got your tablet, Miss Lady T. I want to know if you can come on, and I want you to play that video so the people can hear what the hell this fat fuck said. I want people to be able to hear what this fat fuck said. And we're going to break it down. We're going to break it down. If y'all like that country living, man, go over there and show my boy, Dexter Do It All some love, man. Young man, he do all types of farming, trail ride, bud ride, and all types of stuff, man. You might see Dexter doing it all. You know what I'm saying? The sheriff say everybody going to jail. You going to jail. You going to jail. You going to jail. You going to jail. It's going to be like a handcuff giveaway. It's going to be a handcuff giveaway. You hear me? That's what it's going to be. I did, Miss Lady T. I did. Hell yeah, man. We finna expose Jimmy. We finna expose Big Jimmy for who he really is. Cause man, we tired of this dude going around, you know, chasing Kels, you know, preying on Kels. He's supposed to be a music critic, but the only person he criticizing is Kels. Like, come on, man. Come on, Jimmy. It's 1 and 2 million artists in this world you could be critiquing. But you chose to only follow one person and chase one person. But you know what, Jimmy? Your resume is your resume. Your resume is what you said is. Jimmy. Big Jimmy. Y'all, I want y'all to hear what this brother said, and we're going to break it down. We're going to break down what he said. So I'm going to need Miss Creepy T to come on and hit the link so we can get this show on the road, because we ain't got all night long to make it look good and show what Jimmy was wrong. You know what I'm saying? I ain't come here for a long time, but a good time. You hear me? I ain't on here for a long time, but a good time. We gonna tackle this right now. It's Creepy T over there getting herself together. But I'm gonna read some of the inconsistencies with what this dude said. He stated that Jimmy D stated that child porn is such a toxic and horrific crime. To say that you had even touched the tape, much less watched or copied it or shown it to someone else, is admitting a felony. So this brother Jimmy say, child porn is such a toxic and horrific crime. To say that you had even touched the tape, much less watched it or copied it or shown it to someone else, is admitting a felony. You hear me? Now, Miss Lady T, I hope you got all your devices ready. when you
Yeah,
come.
give me 1 minute and get after. Hey, just give me a minute.
I
And
don't
'cause my
want no
internet
echo.
sometimes
We
don't be
need a
acting.
video.
It ain't no echo.
All
Hold up.
right, come on with
My
it. Nothing
internet
nice.
sometimes.
What's up?
Sometimes my internet be acting up sometimes.
That's that old government internet. You still got dial up over
Whatever.
there? Come on now. You on the
I don't
show.
got no government internet. Hold up. Let me play
Hold
it.
up. Come on. You ready?
Yeah, I'm about to play it now.
All right, come on, let's have it.
Okay. So Damon said you should take the Fifth Amendment. And, on the grounds that you saying anything at all about that tape is incriminating yourself. You're protected by the U.S. Constitution from talking about that tape. That was less than satisfactory to me. Child pornography is such a toxic and horrible crime that to say that you had even touched that video tape, much less watched it, perhaps copied it or shown it to
Pause it right
someone
there.
else,
Pause it.
would be
Pause it.
admitting a
Pause it.
felony.
Pause. Pause. Pause it right there. Pause it right there. Pause it right there. Pause it right there. Now, Jimmy D, you know you done fucked up, right? You say you watched the tape at 7 o'clock, right? Because in order for you to call Sparkle to verify if this her niece or not, you had to been watch the tape, right? So, Jimmy, you say child porn is such a toxic and horrific crime to say that you had even touched the tape, much less watched it or shown it. So you committed 3 crimes. You touched the tape, your fat ass watched the tape, and your fat ass showed the tape to somebody.
You going
You
in
committed
tonight.
3 crimes. So why are you deflecting from to make it seem like you hadn't already admitted that you had done these things already? What's up, Tammy? What's up, Barbara? So he out here talking about being advised to take the Fifth Amendment, but you have already admitted to committing these crimes. You came out and said that you received an anonymous tape in the mail and that you popped it into your tape player and that you reached out to Sparkles and that you asked if this her niece. So not only did you watch it, you also shown it to Sparkles, but you want to go and take the Fifth Amendment. I feel, in my defense, and to Cal's defense, and to the world defense, that you shouldn't even be allowed to take the Fifth Amendment when you committed all the goddamn crimes. Not only did you stop when you realized it was child porn, okay, I can see you being caught off guard. Whoa, 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 whoa. This don't look right. Something on this tape don't feel right. It don't look right. It don't seem like it's ready. I need to call the police. But you didn't do that. You kept rewinding the tape back, because guess what? It kind of looked like Kale's head, though, right?
Wait a minute. They go to part 2.
Hold on. You
Okay.
sit your ass right here and don't move. Pause his ass. Because see, what he did was he received a tape in the mail,
Mm-hmm.
anonymous tape in the mail. He popped it in the tape player. He kept rewinding the tape back. It kind of looked like Kale's head, but hey,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's him or not. But let me call down the street, ask Sparkles if she still sleep in the sheets, because this kind of looked like your niece. Remind me
Mm-hmm.
if she want to ride in my Jeep. You hear me? But look here, I digress. You know what I'm saying? So, Miss Lady T, go back to the beginning and let it play so the people can hear what the fat
Okay.
fuck said.
Okay.
What's up, Dana J? Big bro.
Come on. Now you want to act up. Come on. Don't act up on me now.
Okay?
You.
So Damon said you should take the Fifth Amendment. And, on the grounds that you saying anything at all about that tape is incriminating yourself, you're protected by the U.S. Constitution from talking about that tape. That was less than satisfactory to me. Child pornography is such a toxic and horrible crime that to say that you had even touched that video tape, much less watched it, perhaps copied it or shown it to someone else, would be admitting a felony.
Pause.
Okay? So Damon said you should take the Fifth Amendment.
Hashtag he watched it. No, hashtag he touched it. Hashtag he watched it. Hashtag he shown it. He committed 3 felonies all in one. He committed 3 felonies. Now, I can't say if he copied it or not, or did he just receive a copy of it. I don't know. But we know he committed 3 out of the 4 things that he said. He touched it, he watched it, and he shown it. He touched it, watched it, and he showed it. Not one time did he say he turned it over to the police. All right, Miss Lady T, let's go. Let's roll. Come on, man. We almost out of gas.
On the grounds that you saying anything at all about that tape is incriminating yourself, you're protected by the U.S. Constitution from talking about that tape. That was less than satisfactory to me.
That was less than satisfactory after your mannish ass watched that bullshit tape that was allegedly supposed to be child porn, but people that know that they ain't child porn. And who the hell is Damon? Who is
Damon Pryor?
I know that's not Damon off of goddamn Friday After Next. Niggas ain't been paying y'all rent.
Let's go to part 2.
Huh?
On Thanksgiving. I heard that there was this videotape on the streets showing Kelly having sexual relations with this young woman of 14 or 15 years. We had heard that there had been a relationship, and we had tried to do some reporting on this woman. We had talked to some of her relatives. We had talked to her family. No one wanted to talk to us. And then one day I'm at
Pause. Now, where the hell did he hear that they had been a relationship? Now, do y'all think, honestly, do y'all think if that would have been the word, if that was the words on the streets in Chicago that Kelly was having a relationship with a 14-year-old girl, do y'all think this tape this whole shit with him going to court would have been an issue way before the tape came about? This dude sitting here talking about how you just heard some shit like that, but the police wasn't investigating this man. The police didn't have this man under investigation. They weren't going to his house. They wasn't questioning this young lady. So how the hell you heard all this shit? You just so happened to hear all of this negative shit when your ass couldn't get a job. When you couldn't get a job, all of a sudden everything negative in the world, you was hearing it, but the police wasn't hearing it. I'm just trying to understand this shit. You sat there and kept rewinding the tape back, rewinding the tape back, rewinding the tape back, rewinding the tape back. I don't even know if you even watched the sex scenes, you fat fuck. You probably just sitting there looking at the man taking clothes off. Ain't no telling. You probably ain't even look at the whole tape. You just probably seen one part of you. Your eyes got big as a fucking $4. You fat fuck. I just don't get it. I don't get it. But how do you sit here and then you not only watched the tape one time and felt like it was child porn, you went when you showed it to Sparkles, you watched it again. You gonna sit there and say, "Oh, that kind of looks like R. Kelly head right there." Yeah, does that look like your niece right there? Yeah. You sitting there pointing out discrepancies. Yeah, that looks like the Colorado room, right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now, you never been in this brother house before. But Jimmy, you got so much to say. But as soon as people put the pressure on your big ass, you come up smaller than a goddamn 99-cent burger from fucking McDonald's. I'm trying to understand this shit, you fat fucker, you. You sit here and harass this man for over 30 years. You's a music critic, but you have never criticized nobody's music but one person. How the fuck do your big ass criticize R. Kelly music when you can't even sing for Jim? But you want to plead the fifth, but see, this is the wrong with the fucking Constitution. The Constitution should protect people who break the goddamn law. Now, I can give you a pass if you watch the tape the first initial time and realize something on this tape ain't right. Then you turn it in to the police, but now you won't call the police. You call, you better be careful what you say to me. The hoe that got everything to lose and trying to gain everything in the world to bring R. Kelly down because she had a hit since goddamn Ike took a goddamn hit of that dope. But I tell y'all this. But see, Jimmy cannot keep avoiding. See, he want to say, and now look at what he be saying out here on these press conferences. R. Kelly avoided police. He evaded police for 30 years. Now, you the motherfucker who really been evading the police because your ass should be in jail, Jim, because you popped it. Who even know you? What relationship does you have with R. Kelly for someone to just bring you a tape out of all people? Jim, who knows you to bring you a tape involving something with R. Kelly when you never worked for R. Kelly? You never managed R. Kelly. You was never R. Kelly's assistant. Who are you to verify a tape to be R. Kelly? You are a fucking nobody. You are a fucking nobody when it comes to R. Kelly's work. So who is your personal, who used you for a goddamn pig in the blanket? That's what I want to know. Come on, Miss Lady T. Let it go back a little bit, then boom.
I worked at home because she can't sit around and play loud music in the Sun-Times offices any more than we can here at BEZ, which is why we're in these editing booth cubicles doing this, right? I got a call that said, go to your mailbox, click.
How right there?
Hung up, and there in the mailbox was.
You get a call to say, go to your mailbox. Bitch, you don't even walk that fast. Maybe the call says, hey, what are you doing? Oh, I'm at my desk. Can you walk to your mailbox? How long is it going to take you? Well, it's probably going to take me about 10 minutes to get out there, another 10 minutes to get back. So I'll call you back in 30 minutes once I receive the tape. Bitch, you didn't move that fast, your fat ass. Then, who know you to call you and ask you to go to your mail? Who just put a tape in the mailbox? Anybody could have went and checked that mailbox. So they just put a secret tape. Some who in your office just walks up and just say, somebody just walk up to the studio you work in, put a tape in the mailbox. Nobody see this person. Nobody sees this package. Nobody sees nothing. And then they just walk off and call you. What type of jailhouse kite sitting and shit is that? Oh, I'm gonna send you a kite. Oh yeah, make sure you get it. Oh, hey, go to the mailbox. I left something in there. Nigga, do you know they were dealing with anthrax and all type of shit back then? Who gonna go to a mailbox and check it for somebody to call them anonymously? Ain't nobody finna call me if I'm in my house on my if I'm in my house. Ain't nobody finna call me and say, hey, go check your mailbox. I don't know who this is. Hold on. Common sense would tell you, man, I'm finna call the goddamn police. I don't know who done dropped off something. I don't even know who this is calling me. But I can understand him going to check the mailbox because that's what white folks do. They don't peep shit. If somebody called me, I don't know, and tell me go to my mailbox, I'm calling the police to go to that motherfucker. Hey, somebody called stalking me, talking about go to my mailbox, but he knew that the tape was on the way. He ain't gonna tell it. He know where he got this tape from, but he's hiding under the Fifth Amendment. He's hiding under the Fifth Amendment. The tape probably never even came in the mailbox. He probably got the tape in his hand. But see, he trying to take things away from his home. See, he probably met up with somebody and received this tape. Ain't nobody just gonna come to no facility like that and just put a tape in the mailbox that got over probably. Ain't no telling how many employees work in this facility. Y'all gotta understand what I'm saying. This ain't just like a personal home address. He said he received this tape while at work in his office. So this office, like he just was explaining, there's multiple people working in this office. So why would somebody who want to directly give this fat fucker tape come and just put it in the mailbox? That doesn't make sense. Too many people work in this facility for him to just get this tape. And not only do they put the tape in the mailbox, they walk off and leave and call him directly. Put this shit together. All you gotta do is make it make sense. Not only do they put it in the mailbox, how do they have his direct contact information to call him and say, go to the mailbox? Make it make sense, Jim. But if you don't want to make it make sense, I'm going to make it make sense for you because you know you done fucked up. He had the videotape the whole time. It was never delivered to a mailbox. I ain't going. I don't believe that shit. What up, Lexington? What up, J-Rock? What up, EJ? I don't believe there was ever a tape put into the mailbox because that's federal. Why would somebody want to put a child pornography tape into a federal mailbox? Make that shit make sense.
Mm-hmm.
You putting child porn into a federal mailbox. A federal mailbox. You ain't the goddamn post office. You ain't a postal worker or none of that. All of a sudden, somebody just drop a tape, drop a package in the mail, and then boom. Come on, man. Come on, Miss Lady T. Press play.
Manila envelope with nothing on it and a videotape inside that showed Kelly having sexual relations with an underage woman. Certainly appeared to be that.
Miss Lady T.
A little less than a year, appeared to be that. A little less than a year, 10 months later, around Thanksgiving, I heard that there was this videotape on the streets showing Kelly having sexual relations with this young woman of 14 or 15 years. We had heard that there had been a relationship, and we had tried to do some reporting on this woman. We had talked to some of her relatives. We talked to her family. No one wanted to talk to us. And then one day I'm at home. I worked at home because you can't sit around and play loud music in the Sun-Times offices any more than we can here at BZ, which is why we're in these editing booth cubicles doing this, right? I got a call that said, go to your mailbox. Click. Hung up, and there in the mailbox was a manila envelope with nothing on it and a videotape inside.
All right, Paul.
Showed, Kelly having...
Paul. Now, he said it was a manila envelope with nothing on it. And they just dropped it in a mailbox in an office where there's multiple people working it. You just heard him say he works in a cubicle. They dropped the envelope in the mailbox with nothing on it. How did he know it was a tape? He just, boom, he just got it. He received the mail after he even heard. Now, come on now. What the coincidence? What a coincidence. You done heard there was a tape going around with R. Kelly and some child. All of a sudden, after throwing a rock in the ocean and that motherfucker landing on the head of a whale, You receive the tape. You receive a package in the mail, an envelope with nothing on it. And not only did it have nothing on it, it had a tape in the inside. Right after you've been hearing this on the streets, right? Now, come on now. Let's go. First, he said he had been hearing that R. Kelly was having a relationship with an underage girl. Now, all of a sudden, he started hearing about there's a tape going around of R. Kelly on it with an underage girl, allegedly. Now, all of a sudden, you receive some mail of an envelope with nothing on it, with a tape in the inside. So, if I'm tripping, y'all let me know I'm tripping. If I'm tripping, y'all let me know if I'm tripping. Because I can understand if I'm not aware of these things. So is it safe to say that this brother already knew what he was receiving when he received it? All you have to do is say he heard of the allegation that R. Kelly was dealing with an underage girl. Then he admitted he heard that there was a tape going around of R. Kelly allegedly on it with an underage girl. Then he goes to triple down and say he received a call from someone telling him to go to the mailbox. Then he got a manila envelope with nothing on it, with a tape in the inside. So how do all of this shit leads right up to him watching the tape? All of that leads right up to him watching the goddamn tape. He knew. Ain't no way. Me being me, and it's just the way that I think. If I've heard these allegations of him someone dealing with an underage girl, all of a sudden I heard that there was a tape around of this person dealing with an underage girl. All of a sudden I received an anonymous tape in the mail with nothing on it. 9 times out of 10, this tape might be about the accusations that I've been hearing. So you gotta, that it's like a 50-50 chance. What's the livelihood of you receiving a tape in the mail with nothing on it after hearing all these allegations of a sex tape going around? What a fucking coincidence, like Nothing Nice said. What a fucking coincidence. How do all of this shit line up and you don't have no clue of what's going on? Make this shit make sense, Cheeseburger Jimmy. All right, Miss Lady T, go ahead. I'll let you play some more.
Sexual relations with an underage woman certainly appeared to be that. Look,
That was it.
Play it all the way over from the beginning, straight through.
Straight from the beginning. Okay.
On Thanksgiving, I heard that there was this videotape on the streets showing Kelly having sexual relations with a young woman of 14 or 15 years. We had heard that there had been a relationship, and we had tried to do some reporting on this woman. We had talked to some of her relatives. We had talked to her family. No one wanted to talk to us. And then one day I'm at home. I worked at home because she can't sit around and play loud music in the Sun-Times offices any more than we can here at BZ, which is why we're in these editing booth cubicles doing this, right? I got a call that said, go to your mailbox, click. Hung up, and there in the mailbox was a manila envelope with nothing on it and a videotape inside that showed Kelly having sexual relations with an underage woman. Certainly appeared to be that. A little less than a year, 10 months later, around Thanksgiving, I heard that there was this videotape on the streets showing Kelly having sexual relations with this young woman of 14 or 15 years. We had heard that there had been a relationship, and we had tried to do some reporting on this woman. We had talked to some of her relatives. We had talked to her family. No one wanted to talk to us. And then one day I'm at home. I worked at home because she can't sit around and play loud music in the Sun-Times offices any more than we can here at BZ, which is why we're in these editing booth cubicles doing this, right? I got a call that said, go to your mailbox, click. Hung up, and there in the mailbox was a manila envelope with nothing on it and a videotape inside that showed Kelly having...
Okay, so he was at home.
sexual
Hey,
relations with an underage woman. Certainly appeared to be that.
I stand corrected. I stand corrected. He said that he was at home when he received the tape. I stand corrected because I'm a man. I can stand on.
What's up?
I can stand corrected. I'm a man. I can stand corrected. Now he said he was at home, which is even more so interesting. I can see someone knowing where a studio is. I can understand someone having access to a studio, but how did anyone know this man's personal address? How did anybody know this man's personal? They delivered this tape to his personal address. They delivered this tape to his personal address, his home address. Now, anybody in their right fucking mind that received child porn in the mail at their home address should be scared as fuck. Because first of all, how do anybody know what a if somebody came to my house that I didn't know who it was and just put something in the mail, not only did they put something in the mail, they doubled down and called you and told you to come check the mail. Make that make sense. They didn't come to your place of business, your office. They didn't come to your job. They came to your home, your private residence, and put a tape in your mail and then called you and told you to come check the mail.
It's crazy.
Now, Jimmy, you can't tell. Man, who gives out their address to random people? Who gives out their address to strangers? So how did you mean to tell me that this person who's allegedly walking around Chicago with child porn on hand delivered a tape to your house and put it inside your mail? Exactly, Lexington. Exactly, J-Rock. Someone knew where he lived to give him that tape in the mailbox. Exactly. So with that being said, he know who delivered this tape personally. That's why he's hiding under the Fifth Amendment. That's why he's hiding under the Fifth Amendment. Because he know where this tape come from. He know who gave him this tape. He know who gave him this tape. He know where this tape come from. This tape was delivered to his private residential address. Then not only did they deliver the tape to him, they called his phone. I can understand if they go up to a goddamn office that probably had a number on the side of the building or something, but they call his personal phone. They called his personal phone and told him to come check the mailbox. So how did they even get your personal phone number? So that means these people have your private phone number. They also have your private home address. And you mean to tell me that you don't know who put this tape in your mailbox? This gumbo missing something. I don't know if it's shrimp or sausage. This gumbo missing something. I don't know if it's shrimp or sausage. But the shit ain't right. The shit ain't right. It ain't right. Jimmy, it ain't right. I can't see for the life of me how this brother is able to hide under the Fifth Amendment. J-Rock, Lexington, y'all guys, look, my boys, man, what y'all think? What y'all think? Midas, EJ, what y'all think? He can't hide, man. This shit is like all the shit that he said. He said, child porn is such a toxic and horrible crime. To say that you had even touched the tape, much less watched it or copied it or shown it to someone else itself is a felony. He did all of that shit. He touched it, he watched it, he shown it to someone else. He committed 3 felonies. committed 3 felonies right there alone. What's up, big bro J Rock?
What up, Big Vibe?
What's going on with you tonight, man?
Man, I was about to hit the sack, man, and then you jumped on this live. Hell, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm not gonna say too long. I'm gonna drop a couple things right quick. But you're right. Jim Dare fat ass. See, he's always been changing his story for a minute. He changed his story multiple times. Didn't he say at one point that he said he contacted Sparkle about the tape, and then Sparkle said, "Well, Jim Dare guys called me about the tape." And then didn't he say something else about the fact that he believed the Nation of Islam was responsible for the tape?
I never heard. All I ever heard was when he received it in the mail. I heard that when he watched it, the first person he thought to call was Sparkles. It asked her, was that her niece?
And see that brings up another question. How would he know to call Sparkle? And how
Exactly. That's exactly what I've been trying to bring to the table. If you try to get a job with R. Kelly, you was denied. You was not R. Kelly's manager. You was not his assistant. You was no part of his entourage. No part of his entourage whatsoever. So, first of all, not how did you know to call Sparkle? How did you even know that Sparkle niece to call Sparkle? Then, but if you listen to him, right? Exactly. Nation of Islam would never condone porn, and never would they pass it around. They would have went and found R. Kelly if the Nation of Islam would have received this tape and saw some shit like that. They would have been at where he was at. What they called it? Olympia Fields. They damn self in front of them. The Nation of Islam would have been in front of Olympia Fields they self to see R. Kelly about that tape.
My question is, what would make him think that he would say, well, the Nation of Islam was even involved? What would make him even?
Because it's all bull. That's what Chicago was predicated on. Corruption, bro. They always try. If you go back to Jeff Ford, not Jeff Ford, if you go back to, but it's involving Jeff Ford. If you go back to the Fred Hampton, how was he assassinated? Why did they hate the Black Panther so much? The government in Chicago, when you look up the story of Fred Hampton, they tried to bring Fred Hampton and Jeff Ford against each other, which was the Black Pea Stone Rangers and the goddamn Black Panthers. They tried to create a war between the two because they didn't want the unity between the Black Panthers and the Pea Stone Rangers. They didn't want the unity. So what the government did, they kept on doing shit to try to create a feud between the two. But those two brothers was too headstrong. It wasn't gonna work. It didn't work. And so they had to come up with another way.
And you know what else, Vi? Since you talk about corruption in Chicago, I'm gonna throw out another name that a lot of people, some people might be privy to this name, others might not. There was a police sergeant during the 70s to the early 90s by the name of John Burge. John Burge was a police sergeant that had this team of that they had his own little crew, and this crew actually harassed, beat down a lot of black men so bad they actually forced them into interrogations to beat false confessions out of them. And he did it for impunity for like 20 years. From like the early to mid 70s to about the late 90s. He then wound up getting busted for another case. And what happened was during that time he had those false confessions I told you about that he forced had falsely imprisoned. And then shortly after that, he got arrested for perjury and had to go to jail and had to go to prison. But see, he didn't serve his time in Illinois. He served his time in Florida. because
That's crazy.
he couldn't wind up going back to Chicago because he said in an interview, he said, I can't go back to Chicago because there's too many people that want me dead.
They gonna kill him. Did you just see what Jennifer just tweeted about an hour ago? 7 people just got off conviction overturned on murder charges in Chicago. They were falsely convicted.
At this point, I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked in the least.
It say, she say, dear panelists, please don't forget the cops threatened those folks' families. Exactly. Man, the corruption up there, man, look, I'm glad I'm not from that area up there. But this brother Jim Derogatis, this dude for 30 years, he have built a career off of critiquing, off of stalking R. Kelly. Then how the hell you come from a music critic to a goddamn private investigator, pretty much? If you listen to what he said, he heard that there were allegations. He was hearing rumors of R. Kelly dealing with an underage girl. All of a sudden, he started hearing rumors of an alleged tape. All of a sudden, he received a tape. So you went from a music critic to a private investigator.
Overnight
now. Now you receive child porn in your federal mailbox, which is a crime. And not only did you take it out of the mailbox, then not only when you watched it, you still didn't call the police. The first person you called was Sparkle.
Which goes back to the question I said, how would he know to even contact Sparkle?
Because it all reverts back to the person who put the tape. I don't even think the tape was ever delivered in the mailbox. He's trying to hide somebody. I don't think the tape was ever delivered in the mailbox. I think it was hand delivered personally to him.
I don't even think that's the case. You want to know what I think happened?
Go ahead.
I think he had to tape that whole damn time and he put it in that damn envelope and put it in the mailbox himself.
But I don't even think it got to the mail though. Whoever it was working together, they all had a system working together. I don't think the tape was ever took from R. Kelly because it wasn't him on the tape. So whoever, when they did this tape, like they say, the same shit we saw with Bubba, right? Bubba would let females inside of this man's home. Bubba was letting females inside of this man's home when he was out on tour. How did Geronda get the pictures in the man's room in his bed? Because Bubba let her in the house to go and take the pictures just so she can go and file a lawsuit. And then she got the proof to say that she was in the house by the pictures.
Yep.
Bubba got
a whole lot of explaining to do on this.
You gotta have some type of. How can you just make this allegation if you can't prove that you was ever in this man's home? Oh yes, I can. This is pictures of me in his room. This is pictures of me in his bed. These are pictures. You know, this is what they did. Got the shirt like nothing I say. Gave her the shirt. They dressed it up real good. But how the hell do this dude Jim? How do he get? How do he even have the opportunity to say that he plead the fifth when someone thought that highly of you to deliver this tape to your mailbox, as you say? How if they gotta challenge the chain of custody? How is he able to get the Fifth Amendment when he is a part of the fucking chain?
And you know what's so funny? The fact of the matter is that he said, well, R. Kelly avoided prosecution, avoided the police for 30 years. Jim Derogatis has avoided a diet for 30 years.
Not only a diet, that motherfucker avoided a try it. He did everything. He tried everything but to lose weight.
Exactly.
Hey, there's somebody be saying he built up like the dude off the TV show. Somebody be saying he built up like the motherfucker off the TV show. Damn, I can't remember that thing. But that something look like he old a Big Mac eating Diet Coke drinking motherfucker. He gonna eat all this old badass food, right? You go to these fast food joints, order all this old slop ass, grease ass food, and then you gonna get a Diet Coke to wash it down with. Oh man, you might well got a regular Coke. Your motherfucker ain't gonna have indigestion and motherfucking heartburn.
Everything else.
Eating all that motherfucking grease. Man, come on, man. I just can't understand this shit. The simple fact that
you know what
this guy even able to get, he's even able to plead the fifth. That's a fucking problem with me.
But you know what? I told people I've said it before and I say it again. I told people a long time ago. I can't trust a dude that looks like a cross between Fat Bastard from Austin Powers and Jabba the Hutt from Return of the Jedi.
That motherfucker. And then do you hear like I got a video? He was calling himself going off on Greenberg, and when Kel was going to court in Chicago. What about the girls? What about those girls? They are victims. That motherfucker probably ain't seen his penis in about 20, 30 years. Fat stomach hanging left. That motherfucker, he got a real fupa. That son of a bitch probably pull his pants over his stomach, then put his belt on.
He might have to.
And his waist is size 30, but if he got to tuck his stomach in his pants with his
waist is size what?
His waist
size what?
Hey, he a 32 in the waist, but when he tuck his stomach in his t-shirt in, he need a 42.
No, one of his thighs is a size 32. One of his thighs is a size 32.
Nigga, what you doing? What you doing packing your goddamn stomach in your pants for, my boy? This man goddamn, but it's crazy. It's crazy to me. Jim, how can you critique black music when you can't fucking sing, hum, nor skip? What Bernie Mac told Samuel L. Jackson on Soul Man, father fuck you.
Oh yeah.
He said you can't sing, hum, nor skip. And he said, what about you say fuck Marcus? May he rest in peace.
May he rest in shit.
Boy, Jim, he has blocked in Twitter. Man, somebody blocked me on Twitter. Some Caucasian lady. I don't even know her. I've never seen her day in my life. I guess I got tagged in the wrong post and she blocked me. But they making little jokes doing stand-up comedy, talk about a remix the ignition. Now, this is what the black community does. Now you have these white folks out here doing stand-up making jokes about R. Kelly criminal case because the black community make a way for that. You know what I'm saying? Some people in our community, they open the door for that type of activity. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. They do.
Miss Lady T, don't want that echo in here. Don't come in here with your devices all fucked up. You ain't having it. You were doing good at first. Now, but my whole thing is I couldn't get past him saying that receiving child porn. Like, I wanted Miss Lady T to go back to that part. He talked about receiving it, touching it, or whatever he said.
Hey, when Kels come home, he'll be like Denzel Washington talk about. I'm gonna put all cases on y'all bitches.
Yup, that sounds about right.
Kel go get him a wrench and going on by his goddamn business. But I tell you what, Jim, I didn't even want to imagine Jim doing time in jail. He go do time. Hey, y'all, tell y'all who Jim Derrick Goddess look like. I'm gonna post this shit on YouTube. Y'all ever seen Miss Lady T? You be your ass quiet and you wait. You on Big Vi platform now. You creep your ass over there in that corner before you get down. You ever seen a couple years ago? They had the damn tow truck show out called South Beach Tow down in Miami.
Hell no. I know exactly what you're talking about. I already know.
That look like that dude, brother.
That big fat white dude with the glasses on. He's the damn dispatcher, right?
Mm-hmm.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
He look like Peter Griffin from off of Family Guy.
That too. That's
Peter Griffin off of Family Guy.
Boy, y'all, I'm telling y'all want to see Jim Derrick guy looking like? Go to YouTube and type in South Beach Tow, and it's a big white dude. I'm telling you, he sound like Jim. I mean, the dude just act just like Jim, man. Swear to God, but y'all.
Big Vibe, I forgot about that. Damn, man.
Hey, Big Vibe, don't forget Family Guy too, Peter Griffin.
Oh yeah, Peter Griffin.
They call him Peter Griffin. They call him Peter Griffin.
I got another one that Jim Derrick guys look like. It's an old movie back in the day. It was called Nothing But Trouble with Chevy Chase and Demi Moore. You know what I'm talking about. You know where I'm going.
Mm-hmm.
Them two big, fat, oversized, look like baby ass dudes up in there. Damn, naked, bald headed almost. Pull up the movie Nothing But Trouble. Look up the images. You don't know exactly what I'm talking about.
Man, I'm gonna have to go pull that shit up.
Man,
but my whole thing about this dude is Cosgrove. That's his name right there. He just say Cosgrove. That's the dude name on South Beach Tow. Cosgrove, the fat. Hey, that motherfucker Jim, that motherfucker pull up to the goddamn. Hey, he eat that potato salad with the raisins in it. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
damn.
Hey, Big Vibe. Don't bring no potato salad with the raisins in it at the cookout, please don't.
That shit ain't allowed at black cookouts. That's only a white people shit. Yep. I'm just saying. No offense to my Caucasian people who watch, but you know, we don't put the raisins in the potato salad over here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We put the sugar in the Kool-Aid before we put the water in there, not after.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Big Vibe, by the way, I found something that I found somebody your boy looked like Mr. 120 Hours.
Motherfucker said 120 hours. I got to count on my fingers. See how many days is 120 hours?
It's actually 5 days. I had to do the math on it.
I was counting on my finger like 120 hours. How many days is that?
But he had me rolling on Data's channel that Friday night. I was rolling.
He didn't have me rolling. His goddamn wife had me rolling on Data's channel Friday night. Boy, she was in that chat talking about Alice Dunn won so bad. I told that motherfucker, look here, Jonathan, it's a 1 drink minimum over here. Go drunk ass on.
She would surpass that real easy.
EJ said she was on the perk 30. Well, she was in that.
Yeah, she was on that Percocet.
Yeah, but you know,
man, we're gonna have to do a males panel, all guys panel, man. Something like my boy Black CEO be doing over there. That'd be real nice, man. But bro, I can't get off of Jim, man. Yeah. We on Jim.
We don't have to get off of Jim. But I can tell you a little bit about Tim though. There is a damn. I can tell you exactly who Tim Savage looked like. There was an old cartoon back in the day called Danger Mouse, and there's a dude there's this cartoon character looked like a mole by the name of Penfold. Got glasses on, a suit, everything, bro. Pull that shit up. Look, it's spelled Penfold. Google image.
I ain't got but one phone right now. I'm writing it down though on my piece of paper because I'm gonna go look that shit up.
120 hours.
Google Danger Mouse, pull up pinfold, and you will fall out laughing. Say that is Tim Savage, like a motherfucker.
I
I
still love
thought he
about
was
that.
Kane. I was looking at Menace to Society all over again.
No, come to America, slow glow.
Man, look here. Then he
That's what he
sit
mad
down.
about. That's exactly what Tim
down.
Savage mad about. He mad because he haven't got that endorsement deal from Soul Glow.
Man, that's something to shot down.
Just
As you
like
by know, as you may know by now, R. Kelly, I have already gave you 120 hours. Nigga, your suit like 3 times bigger than your ass. You about to get swallowed, man.
and had a nerve to come out with a bat.
The goddamn suit he had on was sitting in front of the black screen. It looked like his head so little, it looked like the suit about to swallow his ass. I'm like, what the fuck? This nigga got this big ass suit. That motherfucker with the KNG and got that suit.
I just got I just got a text from Steve Harvey. He said he wanted a suit back.
Goddamn Tim, as you right now, it's savage. No, low. Let me talk. Now.
You sound just like you too.
Now, low. Dude ain't doing nothing over there but spreading lies. And then I tell dude that dude knew that.
Bruh.
Boy, that Angelo killed me. Angelo say, shit, my daughter was texting herself from her mama phone. Dude was making her do it. Dude told him to text herself from her mama phone and write them letters to save his ass. I say, at this moment, Angelo, you done fucked up. Why is it so much lying with these, so many inconsistencies with these people? Like, how is it even okay for Jim to say he received the tape in the mail? He watched the tape. He admitted to watching the tape. After he just said in the video, he said, if you watch this tape, if you were to watch this tape, he said if you were to touch this tape, watch this tape, or show this tape to anyone else, that's pretty much admitting a felony crime. This is what he said.
Yeah, and then the other part of it, he said, my lawyer told me to go ahead and plead the fifth. That way, I would still be under protection of the Constitution.
Yeah. So, how is it that he was able to commit these crimes and then come back and say, well, my lawyer say, and like he come out and say he did all this shit, and then so that means to tell me, so what he's pretty much saying is we can go out and break the law, and then after we break the law, we can come back and plead the fifth, so we protected by the Constitution, right? Or does that shit work for us, or do that just work for him in his situation?
Well, he's counting that it'll work for him.
Man, that son bitch gonna need Slim Fast, Jenny Craig, Tybo, goddamn, Botox. He gonna need a BBL. I mean, this fat motherfucker right here, man. I just don't get it. How you be that obsessed over a man for 30 years?
Jim Derogatis ain't gonna be able to get Slim fast. It's gonna be Slim slow.
Man, they gonna holler his ass Slim low because he gonna keep that bitch low and ain't gonna go no more. He ain't going no faster than what he already go. That motherfucker like a stick shift with only one gear. I can't stand that dude, man. And it just he always want to be. And then he sit here and like I tell people, a lot of these people claiming to be for these women of color and these alleged victims. A lot of these people that are proclaiming to be here to protect these alleged victims, they using them all. Jim books in his books that he's been writing is nothing but these accuser stories. He's taking their story and putting it in his book and giving their ass pennies on the dollar. And they okay with that.
And will even go as far as exaggerate the stories according to Geronda Pace.
We got a gangster coming up here, man. Malcolm up here. They coming. I see you peeping out the window. What's up with it, sir?
What's up, Big Bot? What's up, J-Rock?
What's up, bro?
Sir Miguel, what's up with it?
Oh, shit, man. I'm just sitting up here laughing at y'all, man. Had me up here dying, bro.
What's your thoughts, man? What's your thoughts, man?
Well, y'all hit it on all cylinders, man. At the end of the day, I was when y'all was talking about his story changing up. His story changed up a lot, and truth be told, like you just said about Geronda Pace said that her story was a lie, but he used the information anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I firmly believe that something big is gonna happen when the trial starts. I don't know what it is, but I just got a funny feeling. There's gonna be some shit that's just gonna explode.
I got that same feeling because Jennifer said they just won a case in Chicago and got an overturned conviction of 7 people who was charged with murder, and two out of the 7 guys were her clients. She just put that on Twitter about an hour ago and said it was prosecutorial misconduct from the police within the police department, corruption.
Well, hell, if you look at Cook County state attorney's office, like everybody dropping like flies over there.
They cooking, man. They simmering down. Shit, some of them took Angel Cruz got out of the motherfucking hot seat, and as soon as the shit started to hit the fan. Soon as Kim Fox did that, if you were a victim, come out. You know what I'm saying? I've been trying to sit here and understand how can Jim make an allegation say, well, we was hearing that R. Kelly was messing with an underage girl. That's an allegation. But if you are a fucking music critic and you are hearing this, how the fuck you mean to tell me that Chicago PD not hearing this shit? We've heard these people from the prosecution office say, look, we have no open investigations dealing with Robert Sylvester Kelly. So you as a music critic, how is you hearing this shit and the prosecutor, bad as these people want to lock this man up?
Look, all these people seem to have an axe to grind about something. Jim Derrigadis is upset because for some reason he wasn't allowed to be in R. Kelly's inner circle or do business with him, whatever the case may be. Plus he's also been avoiding a diet for 30 years. So he's having a real problem trying to lose.
But what you gonna come around and do? All Jim would have did was got on board, got in with Barry Hankerson, and he would have been stealing too.
Yeah, basically. And then on top of that, you got Kim Fox out there who's also upset. Me personally, I think Kim Fox is upset because she didn't get an Oscar for her role as Chewbacca in Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker.
Well, she should have got one in Planet of the Apes, goddamn.
Yeah, but I think but that Chewie role really fitted her well, though, especially.
Man, she looked like that goddamn gorilla on Planet of the Apes that ran into that horse. She looked just like that motherfucker. That whatever that thing was on Planet of the Apes that ran into that horse. She looked just like that thing. I sit here, I'm like, what the fuck? I was her husband. I would have pressed charges on that motherfucker. She put her hands on me. She going to jail. But she gonna tell the prosecutor not to even file a claim for the man. He called the police on her. She covered that up.
Next time I see Kim Fox, I'm gonna ask her where Han Solo at.
Well, you better cut off the lights and clap 3 times and cut it back on. You want to see her? Next time you see a raccoon in your trash can, tell her come here. Man, this motherfucker crazy, man.
But you know what's funny about that situation though? She was working at the state's attorney's office during the time when the 2008 case with R. Kelly.
What's up, King? What's up,
You
DS?
think maybe she
Yep.
has some
Welcome, welcome.
Instagram as well?
Hell yeah, man. A lot of them
Yeah.
got an axe to grind. But like how they trying to, but the way that they're going about it, they're not going about the shit correctly. And that's what's gonna make it a fucking
Fact.
problem again. They didn't go about it correctly the first time, which made it a problem. This time, a
Right.
rush to judgment. But they felt as though that docu-series was so compelling, not understanding that Savage said that motherfucking Faith Rice is a goddamn lie. Her mama son the back told her she
Right.
need to go back and get some more evidence. Yeah, they knew that shit
He
wasn't
said
real. They
that.
knew them bitches was lying.
Yep.
But they didn't want to
He
go back
said
and
that.
edit the tape because they spent too much money. I got 4 hours of video and audio on that bitch. The mom need to calm her down. But then she
He
run
said
around.
that.
The man was talking about, yeah, R. Kelly tried to give my daughter her free. How do you try to give a motherfucker something? Hey, come here. I'm gonna give you this shit. No, come on. I'm finna give it to you. No, come here. Come here. Let me try to give it to you. No, come on. Don't run. I'm finna give it to you. It's either you did or you
Right.
didn't.
She still hasn't answered that question either, by the way.
She can't answer that question. That motherfucker wig sitting over there looking like Cassandra and Lisa shit. Fucked all up on the side of their head. Look, sit here talking about R. Kelly's sister fucking frontal sitting right over her eyebrow. They need to go sit down somewhere too in a goddamn corner. Now nobody know if this man y'all brother or not. Y'all sit here want to hold fucking interviews and then ain't saying shit. Ain't saying not what you need to be saying. That's our brother. That's our brother. Yeah, we stand by him. Yeah, he may have done some wrong. This is not the time to be talking about what the fuck he may have done.
And see, that's the funny part. A lot of people keep hanging on that narrative, talk about, well, he had to have done something. The funny part about it is whenever somebody say that he had to have done something, and you ask him, what the hell you think he did? And they can't answer the damn question. Well, I don't know what he did, but he must have did something.
A man that ain't even got a jaywalking ticket, a parking ticket.
When you say that, they'll say, but he married Aaliyah though. They'll say that shit.
And then
Boy, Midas put about five marriage certificates on Twitter today. Say which one is real. Nobody, everybody like shit. Which one is real? How the fuck can you marry somebody with a public aid ID? I never even heard of a fucking such ID.
Right.
And then when I turn around and I crush that narrative, when they get up there talk about, well, he married Aaliyah, and then I go back to the point, okay, he's supposed to marry Aaliyah August 31st, 1994. Didn't they say that the marriage was annulled 3 days later?
Yeah.
Okay. Here's a question. August 31st, 1994, that was on a Wednesday. 3 days after that is a Saturday.
Right.
You're not gonna annul no marriage 3 days later on a damn weekend.
And then if you look at the marriage certificate that Midas posted, the quote unquote seal on the marriage was on September the 6th. So how the hell you annul it before it even got put into the record?
And not only that, there's more. How can you annul the marriage if it's 3 days later? It's on a weekend, it's on a Saturday. Plus, guess what else? He was actually already flying in. He already flew into Lafayette, Louisiana to go to court because of that altercation in Lafayette. He then so that means he had to be in court either on Thursday or Friday. He couldn't be. You don't have no court on the weekend. Plus, it was on Labor Day weekend on the same time when my family went to that damn concert. So how in the hell he gonna turn around and go annul a marriage 3 days later, which they also say happened in Detroit. So how you
say the mama? They say the mama annulled it. They say the mama annulled the marriage in Detroit. Make that make sense.
In Detroit, mama annulled it.
Jackson say Kim Fox was in the audience, lighted up to her. And then say Kim Fox shook his daughter's hand. Man, how do a woman that ugly got a last name Fox? That motherfucking last name should have been what?
Well, you talk
But
about
she ain't got
lifetime
nothing.
on.
She ain't got
Well,
nothing on KRS-One, boy. With a nose that goddamn big, that woman can
keep in
suck up
mind.
the Pacific Ocean.
Yeah, that's
Keep in
yeah. You
mind.
talking about
I think at
Tyrannosaurus
that
Rex?
concert, I think
Go ahead,
Lifetime was at that at that same concert where Kim Fox was at.
I think you're right.
Light it up. Light
I
it
think
up to him.
Yeah, I
I think
think
you're right.
yeah they had Lifetime cameras there. They was already doing their thing. They was already trying to compile stuff up already.
Yeah, they've been investigating this man, but like I told people like this, man. Bad as they want to lock R. Kelly up, ain't no way that he obstructed justice in 2008 and they took fucking, it's 2020 and they came back in 2019. Ain't no way they took motherfucking 11, 12 years to come back out to him if they had proof that he obstructed justice. Ain't no way. It just ain't no way. Bad as they wanted to lock that man up, shit, the first information they got that he paid somebody off to not show up, they would have been on his ass again.
Facts. And see, and see, like I said before, everything they said. Now they talk about September 6th. Hold on. You talking about, wait a minute, they said the marriage was annulled September 6th. They said 3 days later.
They said 3 days later. If you go on Twitter and go to Midas page, Midas ain't on here. I don't know what Midas is, but Midas posted about 6 different marriage certificates. But what I was looking at the day of the marriage certificate, August 31st. But if you look at the stamp in the top right hand corner, it says September 6th.
See,
So that's 7 days later.
see,
And then you hear the goddamn pastor with his drunk ass, crack smoking motherfucker, talk about he gave the goddamn paperwork to Demetrius. Now, what type of shit is that?
and didn't the minister say that he always handles the marriage certificates after the ceremony has been done?
Yeah, but he said he gave those certificates to, he said he gave that information to Demetrius.
I told people time and time again, the way this whole thing was laid out, Demetrius Smith had the marriage certificate. Demetrius Smith leaked the marriage certificate to Vibe magazine. That's how they got a hold to it.
Yeah, the pastor said he normally handled that information at the end of the ceremony, but he gave the information to Demetrius Smith. It was Demetrius Smith homeboy that did the shit. So Demetrius went to this dude like, hey man, I got a couple of dollars. I need your, pretty much he went and got signatures. He didn't even go, I don't even think it was a ceremony. How the hell you marry some people as a pastor now? You're supposed to be an ordained minister. So if you do something as crooked as marry 2 people without even briefing them or nothing, you know, when you go for a wedding, you're supposed to get the 2 in there. You're supposed to go over certain things and make sure they understand what they're doing and what they're about. You know, you're supposed to brief them. Let them know what they're doing. Let them know what they're about to do. You know what I'm saying? Let them understand what's going on. He didn't brief them or nothing. He said he couldn't even see one on face. Only thing he said only thing that he can remember, they both had one pants leg rolled up. What the Ja Rule type shit is this? What would I be without you? You know what I'm saying? So you mean to tell me you married Ja Rule or something?
Mm-hmm. Or LL, you know, LL had that one pants leg up back in the day.
Say LL, Gloria already got 2 bitches in Detroit talking about they was assaulted by R. Kelly holding up a picture of LL Cool J.
Yeah, back in that concert in Baltimore, which was another lie, by the way, because they said, well, it happened when he was on tour with R. Kelly in 1995. R. Kelly wasn't on tour in 1995. So y'all already,
these people,
they lied so much. I mean, how in the hell you gonna say that he was he sexually assaulted you on while he was on tour with LL in 1995 when the album he promoted, which was his 3rd album, didn't come out till the first week of November of 1995. So in 6 weeks before the end of the year, he turns around, has a national tour when he barely got a single out. So
shit, not only that what nigga crawls up in the attic in the hot ass summer months to go get a box of tapes to watch a World Series from 1800 BC. It just so happened. It just so happened. It was R. Kelly on the tape. Come on, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
That nigga was in that bitch watching Moses. Goddamn it.
And
All
then,
right, sir.
And then I tell you one better. The fact you talking about that tour jumped off the way it did. That tour was in the spring of '96. And it was a concert that I went to, which so happened to fall on my birthday. So how in the hell you gonna say that? And then on top of that, the tour didn't get to Baltimore until a month after my birthday. So you talking about a whole other year.
See what I'm saying?
So you already.
But a lot of this shit is fucked up, man. And before I get ready to close this shit down, man, I just don't see how Jim Derrick Goddess could plead the fifth when he said out of his own mouth, anybody touching this tape, anybody watching this tape, anybody showing this tape, or copying this tape is admitting to a felony crime. Now, with him saying all four of those things, he touched the tape, he watched the tape, he showed the tape.
But he had no problem pleading the fifth.
But he had no problem pleading the fifth. If you're innocent, that means you plead the fifth because you know who gave you the tape. You know how this tape got to you. You know this tape was not just dropped in your mail anonymously. How can somebody drop off an anonymous tape and call your phone? If they did all that shit, they might as well knocked on the door. You talking about somebody who's committing a crime, right? We talk about a crime that's being committed, right? You handling child porn, which is a crime, right? So if I'm committing a crime, I'm thinking like a criminal, right?
Right.
So I'm not gonna call you on my phone because guess what? That's data. That's records. That's records. If I'm that close to your fucking house, I'm gonna knock on your door. I'm delivering this to you. But you were trying to protect the image of whoever it was that gave you that tape. Could it have been Darryl McDavid?
Yep, that's a possibility. Or could it have been?
Because who could have put the pieces together for him to know? How does he even have Sparkle's direct number?
He was in communication with Sparkle. I believe totally that Sparkle might have been the one that had that tape. Now, could it have been possible that Lisa Van Allen corroborated with Sparkle and gave the tape to Sparkle, which in turn Sparkle gave that tape to Jim?
That's another scenario. But somehow this tape was created without Kel's knowledge. And when the tape was created, they held this tape around for a while before they decided to use this tape against him.
Smells like Bubba's all around up in that mug.
Bubba, Demetrius, Darryl, pretty much a lot of people that was around him. I'm not sure if Demetrius was gone at that point because they talk about Robert giving him the $35,000 back that his brother-in-law had borrowed them to start their career for the studio. You know, they talk about Craig Hodges giving them, borrowing them some money to get, for the studio shit, to get started. And he say when he found, he wanted to separate from Demetrius, so he, gave Demetrius that money to pay Craig back because they fell out about Kel putting that goddamn eggplant in Carlita, whatever her name is, Carlita, which is Demetrius' sister. So they don't speak about the fact that Kels was actually having a relation with way much older, mature women when he first got into the industry.
No, because that defeats the whole narrative.
Carlita Hodges was way older than Kel. He was breaking her back in. They say a couple of these women. Shit. I'm not sure Sparkle might be older than the nigga. I don't know.
Sparkle with her kangaroo face, she just might be.
That motherfucker, come on. Then she put out then Surviving R. Kelly went out. She put out an album. Do you believe that?
That album with double plywood.
Shit, double plywood. That bitch went plastic, man. Won't hold. It ain't. What my boy Black CEO say? No deal.
No deal. That's right.
No deal. No deal. How come all these people? That's all timing. So that means these people have been working on these books already. They have been working on these albums already. All of a sudden, the people come out to R. Kelly, boom, Surviving R. Kelly, boom, Surviving R. Kelly, go out, boom. Now they dropping CDs. Now they dropping books. Come on now. You just don't put a book together like that. You just don't put a compilation together like that.
No,
It's a whole group effort. Everybody ready? Everybody ready? You ready? Yeah, you ready? Yeah, everybody ready?
Yeah, just like another one out
What's
there.
What's up, EJ?
Like another one, Portia Williams, or should I say, like Sky Zone calls a Portia.
My girl Sky Zone don't play. Don't play.
I mean, she jumped up there, threw R. Kelly in her book on the Tamron Hall show, and talk about well that was just a part of my life. I was just going through, I was just mentally weak. I'm like, oh God, there you go. Talking about she was mentally weak, and now here on the brainwash narrative. I keep telling people you couldn't brainwash these 304s if you had Ajax, Comet, Mr. Clean, and Lysol.
These hoes too dumb. Them bitches, them accusers was too dumb to be brainwashed. First of all, you gotta have a brain to even watch the motherfucker. Make that make sense.
Yep, my point exactly. That's why I said you couldn't brainwash those 304s if you had all them chemicals. Cause hell,
nah, thick ass motherfucker. Them motherfuckers brain like a ditch with no grass or water in it. Just dirt. Brain, old fucking sand dune head ass motherfuckers. Ain't none of them got no sense. Because if they had common sense, they wouldn't be letting other people getting paid off their story. Shit. Surviving R. Kelly needed them. So how the fuck y'all losing? Jim Derogatis needed them. How the hell y'all not getting nothing out of the deal? That's just how dumb and stupid these motherfuckers was. Man. But I yield back, man. I ain't gonna be on here too much long. I'm finna get up out of here, man. But man, I'm glad
I'm about to hit the sack anyway, man.
Yeah, I'm at work, so I'm up until in the morning. But yeah, man, if you got anything to say to Jim, go ahead and let him know how you feel before we get up out of here.
Man, shoot, the only thing I gotta say about Jim is slim fast ain't gonna work for you. You're gonna be on that. You're gonna be on a slim, slow diet. I mean, you talk about slow. I'm talking about molasses slow.
Hourglass slow, huh?
Thank you. Yes, do the sands of the hourglass.
Syrup in the freezer type slow.
Oh yeah, that. Oh yeah, syrup in the freezer. Yeah, that's a good one.
What that motherfucker told? What they told old boy on Harlem Nights when they caught him in the when they put him in that chamber, they told him short breath.
Yeah, short breaths. Well, short breaths, you damn right.
Jim, they coming for you. Short breaths, Jim. Short breaths, Jim. The fifth ain't gonna be able to get you. You better hold that bitch to the fourth. Lil Mac, what's up, man? Look, I might not be about to get off of here. Lil Mac, what's up, Lil Mac?
Well, shoot, I'll go ahead. I'll yield back. I'll go and get off. It's because it's a little bit past my bedtime anyway. But I'm gonna go ahead and get on off.
Man, ain't no bedtime, man. Hey, we can talk about Jim all night long, man. Old Calhoun. They got old Calhoun and put his ass in that chamber on Harlem Night. Told him short breath.
Yeah, Calhoun. Old Bugsy Calhoun.
Bugsy Calhoun. Phil Cantone. Look at and say, Jim, it's over for you. This ain't the type of tea I like. Jim say this ain't the type of tea I like. It got to be dyed tea. Well, all right, J Rock, man. I thank you for coming up, blessing the panel, man. Always dropping that knowledge. Always dropping that knowledge. Always bringing that heat, brother. You know, like
man,
I say,
appreciate
man.
it, like
Hopefully
always.
tomorrow.
What's up, Lil Mac? I see you up in there, man.
We
Everything.
can try to get a males panel. You know, maybe our boy Black CEO have a males panel. Then we'll follow up with another males panel, followed by that. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I want to keep us fellas out here talking and keep us fellas out here being positive. You know, the ladies out here doing their thing, but you know, us brothers got to speak up because guess what? All of this shit that's going on, it affects us, and we got to stand up. We got to speak out. We got to change the narrative. Not Gerald Griggs, old Jimmy Neutron looking ass. We got to change the narrative.
Oh, hell no. Especially not Gerald Griggs. Coming from a dude that got a head like the Great Gazoo from the Flintstones. Nah, bro.
Man, that dude got a big ass head, man. I know his mama got rupture pushing that big head motherfucker out. He probably came out feet first.
Shoot, man, look. The cranium on it, man, bro.
What they say, X marked the spot. Shit, that boy, man, you can't miss that motherfucking head with a goddamn needle in a haystack.
Shoot, he probably was the only baby I know that got born actually caused a solar eclipse when he was born.
Right, that motherfucker. Hey, that was Benjamin Button before Benjamin Button. That motherfucker head still ain't caught up with his body.
What's up? What's up? One joke Mike Epps always says: Bebo Lighty, he got more head than he got body.
He got body. Man, that motherfucker got to put his shirts on for me. He got that motherfucker Gerald Griggs head so big, he got to put his feet through the neck of his shirt to put that bitch on. He can't put it over his head.
No, he damn sure can. And I'll tell you something else. He better not even try to put on a turtleneck in this lifetime.
Hell no. That's some bitch. He gotta let his window down. Anytime he want to speak out the window, he gotta let that bitch all the way down. He can't crack that motherfucker. Hey, say somebody say that in my face. They had to repair her. His mama had to have a whole goddamn front end lineman out to pushing that motherfucker out.
Yeah.
Hey, she pushed that big head motherfucker out and fucked all her rotors and brakes and everything up, goddamn.
Man, when Gerald Griggs put on a turtleneck, man, with his head look like a busted condom, bro.
Hey, his turtlenecks come with a plan B, huh?
Yup, plan B.
Oh shit. They use Tim head for some lubrication over there. Shake your head over here a little bit.
Man, I'm gone, big man. You gonna have me crying all night, man. I'm gone, man.
All right, man.
Oh, man, you have a good one.
Oh, John asked Tim, baby, you been lubrication? Yeah, let me rub my head right quick. That motherfucker John, baby, it smell like activator in here. Yeah, I know. See, that's what I had to use. You know what I'm saying? What up next in my butt?
What's up with it, family?
Over here in the phone, you already know.
Out here in the Triple D. Well, actually, I'm out here in Lancaster, really here. That's where I'm at, residing there. But yeah,
okay.
Yeah, I had to come and get some of this old Peter Griffin action, man. You know how it go, man. Yeah, Peter. I bet Peter Griffin bed. I bet his mattress probably got a whole lot of pee stains because he can't get up bad enough to go to the bathroom.
Right. That motherfucker got to sleep in the upright position.
You know he do. That sucker probably got to have some power steering fluid in his cup so he can turn his neck, because you know he can't hardly move his neck.
What about the girls? What about
Yeah,
those girls? Fuck them hoes.
like he really concerned about them.
He concerned about their story.
That's
You
all
know
he
what I'm saying?
concerned about.
He
Without them
concerned
girls, he
about.
ain't gonna have nothing. Yeah, without them girls, he ain't gonna have nothing.
Yeah, no, he's the real pimp. You know, it's hard out here for a pimp, Angelo, when you trying to get that money for the rent.
You
Angelo,
know.
Pimp Low, and Alice Don Juan, ain't no but a bunch of pimping going on. Pimp
Mm-hmm.
Low, and Alice Don Juan pimp Azrael. Then they turned around and got pimped by Larry.
Yeah, they had a big old pimping convention.
Had a pimp convention going on.
Yeah,
So not beat the cross, but the double cross, man. Who you
I
telling?
bet I bet Huggy Bear like, damn, here y'all here arguing over all this, and I did my job smooth. Y'all here arguing over all this.
What up, chopping it up, TV? They over there. They sent her in there. Alice tried to drive the bus. Alice tried to drive the bus. Then she turned around and tried to drive the yacht. Then she tried to
Damn,
drive the airplane. None of that shit worked out. Then she wanted to get the dildos. Then she wanted to get the sex toys. Then she wanted to get the kinky handcuff.
damn, Alice.
Dude. All you had to do was get my dirt or song.
Oh, Clary.
All you had to do was get my daughter a song. How can your
what?
daughter get a song when the bitch can't even sing?
Yeah, man, that's cold blooded. When is this trial supposed to be? The 15th or something,
15th.
or the 19th?
The 15th.
So that's what? That's
Next
next
Monday.
Tuesday, next
Next
Monday.
Monday.
Okay, between 9 next Monday, I'm looking for some more truth to drop. I don't know if Miss Bungie ain't gonna do it, or it's gonna be somebody get on the panel and start telling some more stuff on each other. Something else gonna drop.
Man, I ain't never seen more niggas telling on each other in my life.
Mm-mm. Everybody
I
mad at
heard
everybody.
you did it. You did it. No, you did it. No, hold on, Lo. Hold on, Lo. Let me talk. Let me talk. Nigga, I gave you
Yeah.
120 hours, Lo. You ain't want to say nothing. No, dude, Tim, what I was gonna tell you, Tim, me and you fell out because I would not sit there and let you lie on a man. I'm not gonna let you lie on a man, have a man locked up for nothing. Dude said nothing to you. Dude ain't threatening you. No, Lo. You was on that phone, Lo. I gave the people my phone.
everybody lying. Everybody
Yeah.
lying, and then like Richard Pryor said back in the day, you tell a lie, I tell a lie. We'll compliment each other lie.
Mhm. Hey, they say two wrongs don't make a right, but it damn sure make it even, huh?
Oh yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Send all their ass to send all their ass to Tupelo, Mississippi, and go see Miss Rudolph.
Uh-huh. That motherfucker Tim act like he was on goddamn Heat of the Night or something. They need
Oh
Bill
yeah,
Gillespie, man. They need
yeah.
Gillespie, man. This
Mm.
shit is out of hand, man. This
Yeah,
shit is
this
out of
right
hand,
here,
man.
yeah, this here is real. This is real Hollywood shuffle shit right here for real.
Dude, you don't know how to keep your daughter in her place. Your daughter coming online talking about me and my wife. You need to keep your daughter in check. Your daughter ain't got nothing to say. Look here, Lo. Let me tell you something. My daughter ain't said nothing about your wife. Look here, Lo. My daughter ain't said nothing to you. My daughter ain't said nothing about your wife. Dude. I ain't coming on here. They goddamn Angelo seen cash pop up on that thing. Hey, I'm gone. I'm
Yeah,
gone. If she come up here, I'm gone. If she come up here, I'm gone.
she must have some real venom or something to let loose.
Boy, that motherfucker Angelo seen cash name pop up. That some bitch got little. Shit, he finna get up out of there. Then Shabazz come on there with his wide mouth ass. All them long-winded ass statements like, man, I can't. Man, certain people I just can't stand to hear talk, man.
I heard him on who was that I heard today?
He was on Dana shit looking like Charlie Murphy.
Yeah, I heard them talking. There was some lady was talking today. I don't remember who put what's her name? Is it
Bless one.
no, not her. No, she wasn't on. She had a live call or video, and she spoke been talking to Cash Jones. Somebody had posted today. I'm trying to remember. I don't know if it was Dana or you. One of y'all posted today. The chick name is Toxic Diamond.
Oh yeah. Tim, hey
Yeah.
Tim, try to fuck her.
Man, he trying to get hold of everybody.
He trying to get something from Toxic Diamond.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like a black CEO say his PP got hot, huh?
Hell yeah. That woman say she about to get in the shower. He went from talking like, hold on. He went from talking like this. Hell yeah, Faith lying. Hell yeah, the bitch lying. Her mama knows she lying. The mama sat in the back, told her she need to go get more evidence. The mama need to do something to the bitch. The bitch too hot. Then Toxic like, well, I'm about to get ready to go get in the shower. Oh, you about to go get in the shower, huh? Sure wish I was there. That nigga, he did. Hey, he said that for real, man. No lie. His whole attitude changed. The woman said she's about to go get in the shower. That motherfucker's whole attitude changed. Oh, you about to go get in the shower? He just he got hot.
That's gonna come over there with his soccer shorts on and a Jerry curl bag on his head and jump in the shower with him.
Tell her he gonna vacate. That nigga nickname growing up with Juice.
Got his Jerry curl bag on his head here.
That nigga wear a bunny to bed.
Yeah.
That guy say so he can wear the hair up some more. Right. That old slippery head motherfucker. He might go down on a motherfucker. His whole head might slip in the vagina, man.
Mm-hmm.
That old that motherfucker lose that head. Hey, yeah, man. I gave a nigga 120 hours, man. No, let me talk. No, let me talk. Jungle in the chat. What about Ted Mills? What about Ted Mills? What about the white Ted Mills? They're jungling in the chat. What about those Ted Mills? What about Ted Mills?
She back in the back, back in the big old slits, the more big old Mickeys.
I told her, I said, Johnson, it's a 1 drink minimum in the chat. You gonna say, what about the Ted message? Yeah, what about the white Ted message? What about the white Ted message, Lo? What about the white Ted message? Yeah, Lo. What about the messages, Lo? Dude. Kenny had my daughter doing that. Yeah, he had her doing that. Yeah, he told her to do that. He told her to do that from my wife's phone, you know. He told her to write them letters. So if they ever come at them, he gonna try to use the letter to cover his ass. I say, well, Lo. I say, Lo, pimp Lo. You know you done fucked up, right? So how the hell is your daughter texting herself from your wife's phone if the transcript said that your daughter traveled to California alone? Then your daughter in the transcript said, "Oh, he's singing this whole concert to me." And the mama say, "Girl, you better not let him take his eyes off you. My son-in-law gonna be older than me." Mama told her she need to put her lips around the eggplant and don't let go. I said, well, damn. Mary Deuce, what's up? How you solicit your daughter like that? I mean, she's motherfucker worse than Felicia and Debbie on Friday.
Yeah, they must have got what they said, and everybody got the video and the audio now. So I don't even know why they got put tripping like nobody don't know. I just hate that the other outlets or the other podcast people are not reporting the same thing that y'all report because y'all do a good job on it. And a lot of the podcast cats they get on there and they'll say a couple things. And I'm like, well, yeah, why y'all not reporting it? It don't fit y'all narrative. Y'all want to stay on the negative, but everybody else that I listen to, they reporting the real. I'm willing to bet that once he get out, or once it's all good to go ahead and really just go ahead and say it, or the media say it, then they'll probably start saying something about it then. But right now, they ain't touching on it.
My biggest thing is this, man. And I'm gonna speak to this. I'm gonna speak to this shit. I'm gonna speak to this shit, man, and I'm gonna speak to this shit. It's sincere. I'm gonna speak to this shit as sincere and real as I could possibly be. Now I speak to this shit.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna speak to this. I think one of the biggest issues is when it comes to the social media and the support on social media. I think one of the biggest issues is you have people invested in wanting to be the one to do the most. You have people who wanted to be the one who did this to do that. If I wouldn't have did this, it wouldn't have been that. Or
Right.
if I wouldn't have broke this, it wouldn't have been this. You have so many. You have a lot of channels that's out here supporting. Just as many channels as you have out here going against Rob.
Right.
But I feel like the only way that the unity could take place is if the egos set themselves aside. The reason why we haven't had the type of progress that we should have had is because it's too many different directions. But not only is it now, it's okay. It's okay if we hop in a car in Louisiana and say, okay, we headed to Chicago, Illinois, and we all take off and we break up and go our separate ways. But we all end up in Chicago, Illinois at the same time. But
Right.
the thing is, what we're having now is we having different factions that's saying, oh, I'm fighting for R. Kelly, but at the same time fighting against each other. So it's like you take it 2 steps forward just to take 2 steps back.
Exactly.
And sometimes some people are not going to allow their ego to say, you know what, I'm just going to look over this, because at the end of the day, the main thing is to vindicate R. Kelly. However, I help be a part of vindicating R. Kelly. So when you get people who get caught up in personal things within each other, now you're not making no momentum. You're not making no progress. What my uncle would tell me, he say, you are jogging in place, because now you done took your eye off the end goal and start focusing on some shit that has nothing to do with you getting to the final destination. It ain't going to be one platform that's going to free R. Kelly. It hasn't been just one platform who has shed light on the injustice of R. Kelly. It ain't going to be one platform that's out here talking down against R. Kelly. It's not going to be just one platform that's out here talking good for R. Kelly. It's going to take a collective effort from multiple people, from all platforms. So at the end of the day, it's going to have to become a time, or time is just going to pass and people are going to still be doing the same thing that they were doing in 2019, 2020, 2021. Now it's 2022, going into 2023, because some of us are losing sight of the end goal. This is not about, it's not about me attacking somebody else. You know what I do, Lexington, man?
What's that?
I don't visit no channels that's not pro R. Kelly. I don't go on the other side channels for nothing. Those people can talk about me. Those people can have. I mean, they can have so much negative shit to say. But you know how I avoid becoming a part of that? I don't go over there. I don't get into that realm because I'm a firm believer in you only become distracted by things that you allow to distract you.
That's absolutely correct.
You know what I'm saying? So I know if these people are anti R. Kelly, I know like I have no business over there because I support injustice. And not only do I support injustice of R. Kelly, but I speak about the injustice of Chris Brown. I speak about the injustice of Vincent Simmons. I speak about the injustice of Bill Cosby. I speak about the injustice of Emmett Till. I speak about the injustice of Michael Brown, the injustice of Freddie Gray, uh, Tremere Rice, Breonna Taylor, Sandra Bland. Like I try to talk about senseless violence in our communities. I try to talk about a little bit of everything because at the end of the day, if I got a voice, I may be the voice that helps somebody. I speak about the missing teens in Chicago. How is R. Kelly the biggest focus in Chicago when you got missing teenage women and women of color coming up missing on a daily basis in Chicago, chained up in abandoned houses and shit in Chicago?
Yep.
Like we're gonna have to be at some point. People are gonna have to realize, what are you doing this for? Are you doing this for the injustice, or are you doing this for the vindication, or are you doing this just for self-preservation? You doing this shit for your own gain. Like me, people talk about, oh, they got a cash app. My cash app go across the street. I get cash apps every now and then. But you know what I do? I get my ass up every single day. I come to work to provide for me, myself, and my children. I don't sit around. I don't make money off of this shit. I do this shit because I have a passion for what I see. And I feel like I have a voice. And shout out to my bro, Dana J, who encouraged me to start putting content on my channel. I had a YouTube channel for years that I never used it. I never even got on here. I never used it. But shout out to bro for encouraging me to say, hey man, you should start doing content on your channel. I said, you know what? All right, I'm gonna look into that. But all the content creators, and shout out because you have a lot of them that's for R. Kelly that doesn't get involved, that don't have any of this other stuff going on. I don't do it on when I come on my channel. I go around and I listen. You know, I do my little research. Like I spoke about the story with R. Kelly with his first girlfriend, Lulu. Well, I was telling people, this man has been experiencing traumatizing situations since 8 years old. A childhood friend. The girl was pushed into a stream and washed up. She was pushed into a creek and washed upstream where she ended up drowning.
Yeah, I remember hearing about that.
You know, then he going home fighting with his siblings. You see what I'm saying? A lot of this shit, like a lot of stuff, I try to bring and shed light on things that I feel like people would want to hear. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's why I can go. I support my bro, Dana. I know Dana J, he come under a lot of attack. So it's easy for people to say, oh, he shouldn't do this or he shouldn't do that. But he's the most attacked R. Kelly blogger on the goddamn YouTube.
He sure will.
Every day, no matter how good, no matter what he do on this YouTube street that may be good, that may be very informative to what's going on, somehow people find bad in it. You know, but I still support the channels that I go to. I support the channels that I started with. And I'll be less than a man and less than honest to myself if I stop fucking with Dana J because how he run his page and the things that he do on his page. When that brother was the one who encouraged me and motivated me to say, to start doing my videos, to create my channel, to bring out my opinion. You know what I'm saying? So guess what? I don't get involved in certain things that go on because guess what? My brother is a man. He can conduct himself. But people can do and say what they want to say. But this brother, when he's doing good, it's a problem. When he defending himself, it's a problem. No matter what he do, somebody's gonna always find a problem in what he do.
Yep, that's why you got to just keep doing what you're doing. Because if you're gonna be critiqued, you might well keep doing what you feel is right in your eyes. Don't worry about nobody else. Or they
You know
gonna
what I'm
do what they
saying?
gonna do.
They
Or they
gonna
gonna do what
do
they
and they
gonna
gonna
do.
say what they want. They gonna do and say what they want to say. But I try to keep myself out of the midst of stuff because I have my approach. Everybody that you see on here that's content creators, they have their own approach.
Right.
So I can't get mad at somebody because they don't approach it the way that I approach it, or I don't see it the way that they see it. But like I tell you, when I go certain places and see things aren't what I think it may, or see things that is not what I think it is, guess what? I don't have to go on those people's page and say nothing to them. I don't have to get in their comments and say nothing. I can just go on about my way. I just go on
Yeah.
about my way. Because what is it going to do me? What purpose does it serve me to come across a content creator that's talking about some shit that I don't understand or I don't see it the way that they see it? What purpose does it serve me to tell them, no, you got it wrong? Oh, you lying. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no right to come on someone's page and tell them they lying, they wrong, this ain't that. Guess what? I have my own channel that I can come on and create content and talk about the things that I feel like I like to talk about. What's up, Lavish Lady Talk? I like to come on and talk about shit that we all can relate to. I
Yeah.
consider myself as one. I like to bring logic to have some type of understanding to what we're hearing. I like to take people's conversation like Jim Derrick Goddard, Tim Savage, Angelo, whoever it may be. I like to take their conversations and point out the inconsistencies in their stories from 2019, 2020, 21, up until now. I don't have to do a lot of research to do what I do on my channel. All I have to do is make sure I can get those clips, and guess what? I can say, well, this, that, and the third. Now we have transcripts. But even the transcripts are not 100% accurate because we have people who literally sat in the courtroom every day that took notes that say, guess what? This was left out. They redacted so much of the transcripts to what? Now you see Bo Jean on behalf of R. Kelly requesting the transcripts from the
Yep.
court case in New York. We don't want to see the redacted transcripts. Where are the actual transcripts?
Yeah, they didn't hear so much from the media. You're already hiding jury members, and you're hiding where you can't be televised on TV. But Johnny Depp, he wasn't here at all. So it's just all a big circus, all a big circus. Yeah, it's all a
Most
big
definitely.
circus. I hate that, but all we can do is keep pushing on because the people who know the truth, uh, they gotta just keep putting it out there, and those who refuse to put it on their channel and whatnot, eventually they gonna have to face it, and they're gonna start putting it out there because it's gonna come out. It's gonna come out regardless. It's gonna just take a matter of time. It's gonna come out.
At
It's
the end of
definitely
the
gonna
day,
come out.
I'm gonna say this before I get up off of here. I'm gonna say this before I get up off of here. People say that they are for. People say that they are for R. Kelly,
Mhm.
and I'm not saying that one is wrong. I'm not saying that one is right. But what I am saying is, for people who have the knowledge and the ability to think for themselves. If you say you are for R. Kelly and you love and support R. Kelly, or you say you for the injustice, because it's almost like we have two different type of fights going on.
Right.
We have people who love R. Kelly and super fans of R. Kelly, and then we have people who are for the injustice of R. Kelly. I consider myself to be, yes, I'm a fan, I'm a supporter, but I consider myself more so for the injustice of what I see.
Right.
The amount of violations that are being committed, the amount of laws that are being broken. And for the people who say they love R. Kelly and they for R. Kelly, ask yourself like, when you look at a lot of the shit that's been going on, when you hear people speak about High Treasure, how people speak about he's a dumbass dude, you know, I come before him, ain't no honor in this, you know, he's a dope deal. Oh man, when you hear, like, if I fuck with you, you my boy. You know what I'm saying? You my boy. And I'll go hang around a group of dudes who every time I come around these dudes, they telling me, man, why you hang with that dude, man? He ain't no man, he do drugs. Or, why you hang with that dude? He a snitch. You know what I'm saying? How could I how what does my loyalty lie at with you if you supposed to be my best friend and I come around you every day knowing that the other dudes that I deal with over here associate with, every time I associate with them, they telling me that, you know, you a snitch. You know what I'm saying? You know, that brother may be on the DL or anything. So I'm knowing this shit, but I'm not telling you. I'm not saying nothing to you, but I'm continuing to go over there and deal with these dudes every day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I ask people this, where do y'all loyalty lie? Are y'all supporters of R. Kelly? Or y'all dislike certain people that much to where y'all can overlook some of the factual things that people do and say and turn around and say you for this brother? I stand for R. Kelly. I couldn't go. I stand for R. Kelly. I stand for the injustice. There's a lot of channels that I couldn't go to. I'm not going on no channel that say, oh, he a pedophile. I'm not going on no channel to say he did this, he raped this person. I'm not going on no channel to say he took advantage of this person. I'm not going on no channel to say he obstructed justice. I'm not going to these channels because guess what? Those channels doesn't support my stance.
Right. Yeah, when I first came on, probably last year, I ran to a couple channels and got on. I sat in the bushes and just listened to what they were talking about, how they were talking about it, how they were breaking it down. And I said, well, golly, these people here, they just regurgitating what the media has been saying. They not really like what you, Dana, and Prima Donna and Levi and Sky Zone, Sky Life, everybody like that. They not really breaking stuff down like y'all would break it down. They not asking the proper question. They just go ahead and running with their narrative because of what the media say. So I had to start looking for the channels who were really breaking it down. I even heard the lady on CNN, the lady name, So I think her name Reese, or whatever her name is. They were going hard on R. Kelly when they first, they first got him in jail and whatnot. She was going hard on him real bad. I said, golly, you saying all this stuff, cussing the man out, and you don't even know the ins and outs of what's really going on. But then once he got locked up and they convicted him, you ain't heard him say nothing else. Even though the information is out there now what Bunjean is doing on Twitter, have none of those channels even commented on what's going on now. They gonna stick with, okay, he did it, whatever he convicted. Okay, we're gonna move on to it. We're gonna go to something else. Ain't none of them came out.
You know why CNN not speaking? Because they came out and said that they watched the tape.
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
They came out and said they watched the tape. They received the tape from Michael Avenatti and they watched it.
Yeah, I'm like y'all. Yeah, y'all going around watching these tapes. Y'all watching supposedly porn. Y'all watching kiddie porn, but it's supposed to be a crime. It's supposed to be a crime, but y'all watching it anyway.
What's up, Nene B? But see, CNN has the power to edit, deep fake. They have all that type of equipment on hand.
Yeah, CGI and everything.
They have all that type of equipment on hand. But, I just tell people, man, at some point it's going to have to get to people. We're going to have to get better at unifying this thing and bringing this thing together and pulling this thing together and making it about what it's supposed to be about. If it's about vindicating this brother, if it's about the injustice of this brother, it's going to have to be strictly about that. Because right now with different fashions, with different facets of this fight being separated and it's we got regurgitated fans, supporters. The fans and supporters ain't nothing but the same people from different platform to different platform.
Right.
And guess what? A lot of people be making more noise. A lot of people be having more success if we all had an agenda and we all had a schedule to make sure we talking about. We gonna have a channel gonna come on talking about injustice. We're gonna have a channel come on talking about the lives. We're gonna have a channel coming on talking about Jim. We're gonna have a channel coming on talking about the parents. We're gonna have a channel coming on talk about the accusers. We're gonna have a channel coming on talking about the obstruction. We can make way more noise and be way more productive if we attack all of those different facets every day in a
Right.
professional manner. You know what
Right.
I'm
I
saying?
agree. I agree with
If we
that.
attack all those things in a professional manner, all these channels will be able to have the algorithm jumping. Everybody will be able to have their time to break their show down and break their content down the way that they want it. But right now, with
Right.
everybody bunching up on top of everybody, pretty much talking about the same thing, it's like they're not hearing us because we're trying to talk over each other, other than talking about something different.
Yeah,
Talking
you
about
can.
something.
Yeah, I didn't mean to cut you off, but yeah, you can even get some of the non-believers who think he's guilty. They come in the chat and come on the panel. Then you say, okay, you believe he guilty. Tell me why you believe he guilty. Okay, you said you saw this, you saw that, you read the transcripts, or what part of the transcript that you read that you feel like that he guilty at? What does it say that he did this, he did that? Some of it is common sense, and some of it you can detail it to where we know that you can't use. Well, I know he did it because so and so, so and so. No, you can't use that. Can't use that. And a lot of them doing it. They going by feelings. You can't go by feelings.
Man, we could have been using YouTube just like CNN, like the news use CNN. We could have
Yeah.
been using YouTube, and we could have had an 8 to 9 hour, probably we could have had a 10-hour rotation every day, from
Hmm.
from from 7 a.m. all the way up until 5 p.m. Or how are we gonna do it? Or we can do every 2 hours, 7 to 9, 9 to 11, 11 to 1, 1 to 3, 3 to 5, 5 to 7. Different content creators coming on, talking about different things. Therefore, everybody is every facet of this whole fucking illegal arrest of R. Kelly, illegal prosecution of R. Kelly. You will be attacking it all. You will be talking. We'll be talking about the grand jury questionnaires. We could have been talking about the jury instructions. We could have been talking about the judge. We could have been the judge and all the sidebars. We could have been talking about what they talk about his counsel, ineffective counsel. We could be breaking this thing down and making it so understandable for people to understand it. And then guess what? Therefore, you bringing that unity together. But with it being the way that it is, people that are coming out, they are more you have people that are more into making someone out to be a lie.
Right.
You have so many people now who want to prove so many to be a lie. You got people out here who are more focused on saying that this person is lying, that person is lying. When in the whole problem is this shit ain't about who what the content creator is saying. It's about what is the greater purpose for the content being put out. And that is to bring awareness to the injustice of what's going on with Robert Sylvester Kelly.
Yep, I agree with that.
You don't have to come on your panel and make a whole live about another person who does commentary lying when you let the fans, you let the people, you let the supporters hold that content creator accountable for the things that he say or she say. You let the supporters and the fans hold that content creator accountable and focus on your show. Focus on what you're trying to get the people to see. Focus on what you're trying to get the people to understand. But when it comes to one content creator trying to tell another content creator, you lied about this. No, you lied about that. No, you lied about this. Where you get that from? No, where you get this from? Who told you this? No, who told you that? No, that ain't right. No, this ain't right. No, what I said right. No, what she said right. This is what we've been hearing.
Yeah.
Can you understand that? Nobody can understand it. What he said is a lie. What she said is a lie. No, he ain't right. No, he right. No, she right. No, that ain't happen like that. No, it happened like this. No, who can understand it? What momentum are you gaining?
Yeah, it's gonna take everybody to just drop everything and do it the way you said it. Then more people will be inclined to what's really going on. Because I do feel like a lot of people don't know what's going on. You got some people who don't even get on YouTube that much. They only got their information from what the media say. But doing something like that, when they do chime in from time to time, they have time to really just sit down and break down what's being said. Then they'll have more of an open mind. But right now, their mind is okay. The media said such. He did it. He got 30 years for. A lot of them don't even know what he get the 30 years for. They thinking he got it behind some underage girls. That's what a lot of them think.
Ain't got no rape charge nowhere on his charge.
Yeah. A lot of them think that. I'm like, now, you one of the ones who listen to the media because you thinking it's behind that, and when everybody breaking it down, it's because of other things that was told that you don't know nothing about. You just going off of what the media said. And then they not really breaking it down what's really going on. They just gonna tell you one side and they're gonna tell you the other side.
Half of these people can't even tell you what a RICO is, but they happy he guilty. But they happy he guilty, but you ask them what is a RICO charge, they can't even give you a definition.
No, they ain't gonna be. They're not gonna be able to tell you. They're not gonna be able to tell you about the man. They ain't gonna be able to tell you nothing. All they know is, well, he guilty. He guilty. And a lot of y'all like a pedophile. Y'all covering for the pedophile. I'm like, man, look, family members. You got friends who try to tell your friend, look, man, this man didn't get convicted on. He got convicted on this right here. Oh, you covering for a pedophile? I say, okay, well, look it up and tell me what the pedophile means.
Right. I told the motherfucker, y'all want to talk? I say, look up his charges. I say, read the transcript. Look up his charges. Look up the charges. You look up the charges and look at what the media is saying versus what his charges saying. The media should have been, they should have been sent a cease and desist to the media, to these networks, because
Yep.
these networks is pushing this underage girls, this, that, and the third. But if you look at his charges, none of his charges is about underage girls.
None whatsoever.
But we can't make that point to the public because so many people are more focused on telling another content creator that you lying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're right. And then not only that, like you say, who wants to be the head honcho, the number one person? It really shouldn't matter at this point because hey, this man here is facing some serious business going on, and he got another trial coming up. So after that first trial, things should have been set to the side and be like, look, we gonna go and push this right here. We're not gonna worry about who put it out first. We just gonna all conjoin and we gonna go and get it out there because the world needs to know. They know about the lies already. They already know about the lie, but they don't know about the truth. So I was gonna put the truth out there so everybody know, not just some of the people. Because right about now, it's only a certain handful of people who really know what's going on, and the other people they just going on about their life like, well, okay, I ain't worried about it. I got a son, I got a daughter, I ain't worried about it, but you better be worried about it.
Right.
Better be worried about it.
Look what Lavish said. Just tell people if you haven't filed this case, we can't even talk about it because if you think he's convicted for being with underage girls, then you have no idea what's going on. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
That's a
Yeah,
fact.
yeah. You got people just they going along and what's the narrative they use? They using the narrative. Well, what if it was your daughter? I'm
No,
like,
nobody never cared about black women of color.
mm-mm. All of a sudden, it's what if it was your daughter? Okay, what if it was your son? What if you got a son? What if it was them? You gonna kick your son to the curb just because
But
that right there
when
come up?
but when did the oppressor start to care about the oppressed so much?
And that go with the media. We don't believe the media, but all of a sudden you're gonna believe the media when it comes to this. So I'm like, y'all got it all wrong. Yeah, you ain't never believe what the media said, but when it comes to this man, y'all believe it. And like you say, the oppressed. President, they always say you at work and you trying to be the head honcho at work, trying to do
Yeah.
everything, go tell everything and all that. At the end of the day, that man don't care about you.
Yeah, no, he gonna get you to he gonna let you get this machine to run it perfect, and then he gonna bring a motherfucker that look like him in there to be your supervisor.
You already know how it
You
go.
work you working your ass off, and he got his son in here overseeing y'all for free.
Yep, you already know how it go. You just another employee with a employee ID number. That's all you are.
That's it.
So they don't care about you in the end. That's all that is. So they wanna they wanna dictate everything and carry on. And every time you look up is well, I still don't. I still think he did something. I still think he
Yeah.
did something. And the
But
main two things they bring up.
I tell people this: if y'all think he did something, charge him for what he did.
That's off the top.
That's it.
That's off
We
the
not
top.
over here saying that this man is innocent, that he's an
Mm-mm.
angel, that he fell out the sky. You know what I'm saying? A God so loved him that he gave him. No, we saying that if he done something, charge him for what he did.
Absolutely.
The media
They can't
has
get that.
tainted the public so bad, people just feel like the media put out the truth, but the fact that media never put out factual information, I tell people this case law is what you should be concerned about. If they can do it to him, what makes you think they can't? It can't be done to you. Exactly, and that's man or woman. You know what I'm saying? That's man or woman. Morally, we don't have to agree with who he chose to sleep with, but illegally, he hasn't broken any laws from what being put out here. Exactly. That's why I tell people. Morally, you may not agree with an
Right.
older man dating a younger woman. But what about morally me being what about a person in my situation? There was a younger man who was dating older women. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Why don't nobody
Mm-hmm.
care about me?
Yeah. You right about that.
Where's that energy for me?
Yeah.
I remember being 17 years old, dating a woman in her 30s.
Mm-hmm.
What was that energy at for me? What was that sympathy at for me? Why nobody cared about me?
Yeah, the man, I guess they feel like the man's supposed to be able to deal with it. And the woman, she's not strong enough to handle something like that. And that's why they
They
look
say
upon her.
women mature faster than men.
There it is right
At
there.
least that's what I heard.
if
Now
that's
that's
if
that's
that's
what that's what the logic's supposed to be. That women
yeah,
mature faster than men.
yeah. And if that's the case, then what's the big uproar about then? If that's the case, because they've been doing it for way before we were born. Women 14, 15 years old, they know the guys. And then you go back to the slave days, they was about around the same age, messing with the master messing with them and carrying on. So now it's a problem, but it wasn't a problem then. Because y'all were doing it, but when somebody else allegedly supposedly had done it, which we know it didn't go down like that, y'all want to put that jacket on him and the other people, well, it's not this is not right. You got to get locked up for doing something like this. Okay,
Right.
all right, yeah, yeah, they selective about what they do and how they do it, and it's just a shame that some of our people don't see what's really happening. They just looking at the jacket that he got put on him way back in the early '90s. They want to keep that jacket on him, and everybody want to keep saying, "Yeah, he did it." You got family members and friends saying, "Man, why you support him, man? Why you this? Why you that?" I say you got to look at the bigger picture. If you got sons and
I want
daughters,
to know what's before I get up out of here. I want to know what the hell was 97 Baby Girl, which was who sparked all of this whole shit.
that's
97 Baby Girl, they say is alleged to be Cash, but some people say it's Asante McGee. But 97 Baby Girl was the one who reached out to the Clarys and the Savages to
I
get
thought that
all.
was something.
I heard it was Asante McGee, then I heard it was allegedly Cash. I'm not sure which one it is, but 97 Baby Girl is the reason for these parents even being relevant in what they're trying in the extortion tactics that they did to try to come against this brother.
Well, let me ask you this: from what you know, from the time you've been in it, uh, did Asante McGee, was she the one that stayed there for like 2 weeks or whatever, and then she burnt out, or was it Cash? Because I don't know too much about Cash. I know more about Asante.
Asante wasn't around like that, but it was rumored that she was dealing with somebody in the entourage.
Right? Yeah, yeah.
But
I
some
heard that
people
she was
say
giving
that,
somebody an
but
entourage.
some people were saying that she was
Oh,
planted into the camp to do what
right.
she done. You know what I'm saying? Because honestly, if you really just think about all of this shit in this totality, with the surviving R. Kelly, with all of this shit, they they had been preparing for surviving R. Kelly way before 2018. They
Hmm.
had been putting everything in place. They had been putting everything in place. See, they had been preparing this trial and all of this shit. This shit was a strategic move, but they were strategic, but it was too many moving pieces in this shit
Right.
to where you wouldn't have created no doubt. It was
Uh huh.
too many. It was too many moving pieces not to create doubt. So I believe that they had been plotting this whole thing, this case in New York, because I keep telling people, if you take faith out of the New York case, that case don't even they have no reason to even be in New York. But then they try to say that he forced her to travel to New York. But when you go back to the phone call with her on the phone with Rob talking about she wanted to talk, or she had something to tell him, and he told her, I don't talk on no phone, such and such. He said, if you want to come talk, you gonna have to come to me.
Right.
And then he told her he wasn't buying her no ticket. As you hear some of the other accusers who say that he told me to call this person and she'll book the ticket. But he told Faith that she would have to buy her own ticket because she left on her own, calling herself being done with Robert. But she left and didn't have the type of success that she thought she was going to have. So she tried to get back in his good grace. So she bought herself a ticket to come to New York to see him. That's how we get to New York with the New York case based off Faith. But these people sat around and they strategically planned around this man. He was in the studio so much to not know what was going on. So where these people were sitting around, that's why these motherfuckers had these pictures of this man when he sleep. Had pictures of this man laying in the bed with Joy. They had all these different pictures. All this shit.
Yeah, it makes sense.
They were sitting around when this man going on tour, they letting motherfuckers in the house. His employees letting people in the house.
Yeah,
yes, she did do an interview saying that she wasn't a victim.
Yeah,
she knew, but they used her story. They used all these female stories to put together that motherfucking surviving R. Kelly, along with the ex-wife who was scorned, but also on YouTube talking about, that's my baby daddy. Can't nobody talk about my baby daddy, but I can talk about him because he my baby daddy, and he need to keep on performing. That's how he make money, this, that, and the third. But you was a part of the takedown.
And she definitely was, and then you messed up your kids' generational wealth by doing that dumb crap.
You
Now they
chose
mad at you.
you chose a lifetime check other than protecting your kids' generational wealth. Your kids is the only thing connected to Robert that he can give his shit off to. You know what? If she would have had, look, let me tell you something. You want to know some real shit though? You want to know some real shit? I'm gonna say this. I keep on saying before I get out of here. If she was a real wife that really cared about R. Kelly and stood by his side, all of that shit he had coming in, royalties, all that money, he could have been signed all that shit over into his kid's name. And guess what? Man, these people wouldn't have been able to take a dime from him.
Yeah.
And you know how I know that shit? When OJ was going through his trial, what did OJ do?
Shit.
OJ put everything in the kid's name so that the woman family wouldn't be able to sue him. He didn't have shit.
Yeah, but she was.
What do he need? Why was he signing over his royalty checks to his friend for? He could have put all of that shit in his. He could have got his royalties directed all of his kids' name. They could have took it from his kids.
Hell no.
I don't make no money off my music. My kids make all the money off this music.
And from what he say here, shit, he like making music here. It really ain't about the money for him. He like making music. So shit, he in the studio all the time, and how you gonna have time to do all these things y'all say that he supposedly had done? Man, no way possible.
Man, that woman as a wife, she fumbled the ball as a wife
Yeah, she
because she,
she spared them kids and him too. Cause like you
yeah,
say, she could have been there. You ain't got to work. You ain't got to go nowhere. Just raise the kids and look over what I bring in and keep it in the family.
keep it in the family, man. She gonna say a nigga hog tie her that ain't never lived in the country ever in his life. Make that make sense. You mean to tell me I lived in the country, raised in the country, grew up in the country? I don't even know how to hog tie a motherfucker.
Yeah,
But you mean to tell me a motherfucker who ain't never lived in the country, never rode a bull or a horse, never killed a pig, hog tied you?
yeah. She must have been looking at Kiss the Girls or something. She got that information.
I can't even tie a goddamn proper knot. And I grew up in the country. But you mean to tell me that this motherfucker hog tied you? Not only is he the greatest R&B singer of all time, but he know how to hog tie people too.
Yeah, yeah. Last time I checked, they don't have no damn farms in Chicago. So where you learning from?
The man don't even tie a goddamn shoe, but he can hog tie you.
Yeah, yeah. That shit crazy, man. That shit. I know one thing. Asante McGee, that girl named Southern, I think her name is Southern Comfort. She got on one of them lives one day, and she told it all. She put on blast, talking about her kids. She have her oldest daughter watching the other kids at the house, and
Man, the girl say if something come back with all type of money, but she was a scammer.
yeah,
Something was a scammer. So she, even the ex-husband say she tried to scam him out of his business. You
damn,
know what I'm saying?
damn. And, she worse than them damn telemarketers then trying to scam me out your little old money. She worse than them.
Yeah, that bitch should have been from Texas, man. They all the crooks
Mm.
out here.
Wait, they'll get you.
Texas don't
They-
play. Don't play with Texas.
oh
Texas,
no,
Texas, Texas will goddamn duplicate your ass if you ain't paying attention to yourself.
you ain't lying. You ain't lying here. You have 4 or 5 clones in a damn avatar. If you ain't careful. Better keep your eyes open at all times. Yeah,
Texas
keep
don't
your eyes
play.
open. Not at all. Well, shoot, man, I'm
Yeah,
let you
man.
go
We
on and
gonna
get
have to
on out of here, man. I'm let you go and get up out of Dodge. I'm gonna go on and dump me some water so I can give me some sleep like your boy. Was that Miles? The last one that was on was that Miles that was on here last?
J
Or,
Rock.
oh,
J
J
Rock.
Rock. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do the same
Mm.
thing he getting ready to do then.
Hell yeah, man. We gonna have to link, bro. I'm having a birthday party on the 27th, man. Out here
Okay,
in Dallas. We're gonna have to hook up. I'm gonna let you know. It'll be on the 27th of this month though, out in Dallas.
okay.
So hell yeah, man. Real men do real thing, man.
Oh, for sure, for
Link up.
sure.
You know what I'm saying? Shoot the shit.
Yeah, we're going to do that. Most definitely, we're
Just
going to do
email
that for
me,
real.
man. Email me on that email right there on the screen. And
Okay,
email me on that email on the screen, man. We can exchange contact information and shit.
okay. It's a bit. It's a bit.
All right, bro. Good talking
All
to
right,
you though,
man.
man.
All right, be easy now.
All right. With that being said, yeah, she was a fraud. She was a card cracker. Asante was a card cracker. She was doing all that. She was traveling with no money to them concerts. She was buying tickets with crack. She was cracking cards, buying concert tickets for her and all her friend girls, getting the rental cars, the hotels, everything. She was stealing people's shit. She used to work on a she worked for a call service. I guess she worked for one of them services that collections. She was working for a collection agency, and what she was doing, she was stealing them people information when they call. When they call in. So y'all be safe. Y'all be blessed. Have a good night. Man, y'all make sure y'all being vigilant out here. Make sure y'all wiping them gas pumps and shit down when y'all going to get gas. Y'all going to the stores. Make sure y'all wearing y'all gloves and shit. Be mindful what you touch. Man, put your mask on. Keep your distance from people, man, because this COVID is spiking. This fucking monkeypox. All this shit. Like, make sure y'all protecting yourself, man. School is starting back. If you got small children, go and get you some emergency vitamins. You know, emergency vitamins, and make sure you giving it to these kids when you sending them out the house. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you building up their immune system as well as yours. Protect our children, protect ourselves. And God bless y'all. God loves us all. Until next time, it's your boy Big Vibe Opinion signing out.